usual co-host, Rick Fantasia, has been replaced with a better looking crew actually. So we welcome Jonathan Darcher from our under-18s, Costa Andrea from our under-23s, and William Nussel from our senior team.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you for having me, and welcome to all of our viewers.
Great, so let's get the weekend warm-up show started. In tonight's episode, there's plenty to talk about this week. So we'll have our junior coaching appointments, we'll have our draw from the Australia Cup, and we'll have our State League 1 fixtures that came out as well this week. So let's recap all of our matches straight after the break.
Overall, I think the 18s played quite well. We dominated the first half. We got at the end of the first half, we were up 1-0. And then in the second half, I think we dropped our heads a bit and we ended up equalising.
Right.
They ended up equalising, so.
Yeah, and so overall though, a good team.
Overall, I think that we played well.
Yeah.
And we were unlucky to win the game.
Unlucky not to win the game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, great. It was a great hit out by all of you, so well done to the under-18s for showing good signs there. Okay, we'll move to the under-23s. Costa, do you want to give us a recap of the game?
I didn't get a chance to play, but from what I saw and what I heard, I think the boys definitely played better in the first half than what they did in the second half. I think they just dropped a bit, and yeah, it is what it is.
Look to build on. There was a score. There was a 3-1 score.
Yeah,
there was a loss of 3-1. Yeah, but look to improve on that performance definitely this week. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. But you guys are looking better than last year as well, so hopefully you can click and get it together for the next game, the full 90 minutes. So see how we go. Cool. There was a game last night that you guys played, under 23s against Playford. How did you go there?
Again, I didn't play again, but from what I saw and heard of, I think we definitely outperformed the other team. We definitely played well, and I think we definitely deserve a win.
Yeah, great. It was good. Yeah, a bit of confidence boosting as well for the boys as well to get that win. Perfect. Good. Okay, let's go into the first team game from last week. Let's wrap it up. Will from last week. Yeah.
Well, finished 1-1 with Vipers in the first team. It was a good battle. It was a tough game. First half, we got a goal from a set piece, long throw from Herman, I believe, and then flicked on from myself, and then to Ale, and then Ale found Daniel Pauly back post, and he was lively and active to it, and then got like a first-time volley.
Great.
Very good goal, first goal for the club, which is obviously very good, even though it's still in pre-season, but hopefully sign of things to come from him, and hopefully he gets a couple more goals throughout the season, which is obviously about to kick off very soon. Overall, the game was good. We played well, had most of the possession. Obviously, caused our own problems by losing the ball when we had good situations and good transition moments. But overall, happy, and we're making the right steps in pre-season. So I think it's looking good for us.
Yeah, showing some good signs there. You played a game last time as well.
We did in the what was it, the tournament, the Paradox tournament.
Yeah. How'd you guys go?
We won. We drew 1-1, unfortunately, again, which...
Last minute, minute conceding of a goal again,
Another, kind of a little bit of a trend of going up. And then equalising, So, conceded from a corner, unfortunate kind of situation to kind of concede from, but overall, good signs again. The game dominated play, made more chances than them, and then unfortunate again not to score an equal capitalise on opportunities.
On that final opportunity, Okay, well that's right. We'll need to improve this week. Let's go ahead and look at last week's match highlights.
The game down at Athelston Recreation Reserve started with the home team dominating the initial part of the game, creating some good openings but not real clear-cut chances. First, Benuzekri had an opportunity to make it 1-0 to the Saints, but his shot was wide of the post. Minutes later, it was Daniel Pauly testing the opposition goalkeeper with a shot from distance, but the Vipers goalkeeper was well positioned. Vipers from the opening 10 minutes looked they were in for a long day of defending, but that wasn't the case, and they showed glimpses of quality when going forward, like at the 12th minute mark when Thier forward found a bit of space and leashed a shot but couldn't hit the target. The Saints were back in the attack at the 24-minute mark when, after a good passage of play, they found themselves in the box, but their Moran couldn't convert his shot into a goal. But there was a feeling the goal for the Saints wasn't far, and after a long throw-in, Daniel Pauly found himself in front of the goalkeeper and buried the shot and made it 1-0 to the Saints. The lead didn't last long. The Vipers' reaction was imminent as soon as the Saints tried to come out with the ball in a tight area, but the away side won the ball and found a bit of space just outside the box with the forward Craig Shearer, who shot towards goal. It looked a simple save for Johnson, but the ball bounced just in front of him, deceiving him and not allowing him to block the shot but just parrying it away, and unfortunately for the Saints, the quickest to react to the ball was a Vipers player who equalised in empty net. The Saints didn't seem to be concerned about the goal conceded and kept going with the usual business, but once again they weren't able to find the back of the net after another good build-up play. While in the other end it was again the Vipers forward who nearly found the back of the net, but this time Johnson parried away for a corner. Manadakis went down the flank and entered the opposition penalty box. He first tried to find Benuzekri, but his pass was intercepted, but soon after he was able to lay off the ball to Kamujisha for the shot, but his shot was blocked. It was again Kamujisha who found himself at the edge of the box, but his shot once again didn't have enough power to concern the opposition goalkeeper. The second half started with the Saints in the front foot, but once again clear-cut chances were hard to come by. Vipers seemed to have taken the lead when Craig Shearer fooded himself in front of Johnson and put the ball in the back of the net. The goal seemed to stand initially, but after a few nervous seconds the linesman flagged for offside. At the hour mark both coaches started to make changes, but it was the Saints subs the more dangerous ones, especially Mattia, who looked lively and delivered a few good balls into the box. Vipers were defending very well and only allowed the Saints the shot from distance. Vipers started to increase their tempo of playing, and at the 76th minute they could have taken the lead when their forward found himself in the box with the ball, but his shot had not real power. This was the best period for the Vipers, who minutes later had the Saints' defense in their tow with a shot from outside the box, but Freeman parried it for a corner. The final minutes of the game were played with the Saints trying to find a winner, but the Vipers' defense were resilient and hard to break down. The Saints tried to play their way through by some quick combination and balls in the box, but no real opportunities came knocking for the Saints, and that's credit to Vipers, who showed great character and defended well. The game finished 1-1. There were plenty of positive notes for both teams. With just 3 weeks before the season starts, both coaches will be looking to find their best starting lineup.
Okay, so let's move on now to Around the Grounds. Let's talk about our future opponents, I guess our rivals of State League 1 for this season. They've had a few results as well, and we're going to pass to you to do the honours to give us an overview of how they've gone this week.
There's been a few games this week. We start off with Adelaide Victory and West Adelaide Hellers with 3-1 to Victory. Good win for them. Then we move on to South Adelaide versus Blue Eagles, finishing 2-1 to Blue Eagles, just snatched it. And then we go on to Adelaide City versus Fulham, finishing 4-1, 5 goals there, big game. Adelaide City getting 4 goals against Fulham. Fulham we play obviously in the season, so that's interesting. Campbelltown City, NPL team playing, which was NPL team Bacala, and we will play Bacala this season. Finished 3-1 to Campbelltown City, so good result there for Campbelltown, And then Playford versus Raiders. We have 2-4, but Playford were up 2-0 at halftime, and then Ricky De Silva went on as a striker, and Raiders overturned the deficit to make it 4-2 in the second half, which obviously would have been a very good watch there. Adelaide Cobras versus Adelaide Olympic is 4-1 to Olympic. Cobras losing there, so maybe a little bit of weakness. Obviously, we'll play them throughout the season, and they're newly promoted, so
let's see how that goes, yeah.
Northerner Demons and Para Hills 2-2. Good result there for Para Hills 2-2. I'm not sure about Northerner Demons, not sure where they are. State 2, I believe. Port Adelaide versus Western Strikers 5-1. Great result there for Port Adelaide. Strikers been a bit inconsistent. Won against Playford 4-0 first game in the tournament, and then we beat them. Then they won another game in the tournament, so a bit up and down for Western Strikers. Cumberland United versus Vipers 2-1. Last minute winner by Cumberland, so some good highlights there to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Para Hills Knights versus Adelaide FC 3-3. Massive game in the cup. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to see it. It was on the Tuesday night and we played on the Wednesday night, so we didn't get to see, but it would have been a great game for the people there.
And there's a game this week that Eastern played during the week against Adelaide United as well on Tuesday night.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then last game of the round is Adelaide Victory versus Adelaide Hills, and 3-0 to Victory.
Okay, thanks Will for giving us that overview.
No worries.
Great, so let's move on now to our junior coaching appointments. We're really excited. We've got some new coaches coming on board this season, which is really, really good. So our mini Saints and junior Saints are restarting, and this is coming up starting this week, so it's really exciting for us now. So let's discuss and announce our coaching appointments. So Lee, put it over to you, Will.
We have the mini Saints under 7s, and with one of the biggest guys in the team, Costa, sitting right here, will be coaching under 7s. So it'll be a lot of little Saints and then tall Costa. So that'll be a good coaching.
Congratulations, Costa. Well done.
Appointment. So we'll see. Anything from you, Costa?
Oh, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity. I mean, I've always wanted to be a coach. When I grew up, after I finished playing that, I always wanted to be a coach. So I think this is a good way to start.
Yeah, good stepping stone.
Absolutely.
Nice. I'm sure the under 7s will look after you and have a bit of fun.
I hope so.
And then we move on to the under 9s, and we have Anthony Giannini, sorry.
So he's taking care of the mini Saints and the under 9s Reds, so that's good.
And then we have Angelo Salamone for the under 11s. I think that's his second year.
Yes,
he was there last year, so I'm not sure if he had the under 9s or the under 10s. But now moving on to the under 11s for Angelo, and he was a very good coach and very well committed, so it'd be good for him to do.
Yeah, and he's one of our senior players as well, which is really good. It's great to have that bond developing and that relationship developing with the junior players with the senior players as well. Moving on to our JPO under 12s.
Yeah, one of our best junior coaches, obviously Tony Cofoni. Someone's going to help with his last name. The first name's no problem. Alright. And he's obviously one of our best junior coaches, as we know. We've seen him out there many times on the pitch coaching the group. And
they've already started their pre-season, the under 12s, so yeah, looking forward to what they can achieve this year as well. JSL under 12s?
JSL under 12s. We have Maro, who's coming back. Was coaching for 1 year, now he had a little bit of a break, and now he's back for a second year of under 12. So a very strict coach, very similar to Tony. So
look forward to seeing what they do in the JSL. And then we have our under 17s JPL team.
Yes.
Being coached by yours truly.
Yeah. I was coaching the under 11s last year, and then Gabby gave me the opportunity to maybe coach a different team. I was thinking about staying with, maybe one of the younger teams, under 9s or 10s, and then Gabby to the under 17s, and I thought that'd be a great opportunity to step into that management position and see what happens.
So you've got a co-coach with you in that position?
Yeah, I've got Godfrey Okello with me.
Yes.
Some know him as Sosa. He's always got a partner me, so he'll be the assistant.
Perfect.
Hopefully teaches him a bit of discipline, and he can be quite harsh on him, and hopefully he teaches him. Obviously he's very fast with his running, so I'll try and get him to try and teach the boys how to pick up their speed. So
yeah, absolutely. Jonathan, what do you make of those under 17 appointment of coach?
I'm excited to see how the under 17s go, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect, excellent. So last year, I think we've discussed the majority of all of this. So Anthony Giannini last year was a team manager, and she stepped up to take the Junior Development League as well for the boys, which is really positive there. So this season we'll have 2 teams in the under 9s. So definitely come out, and if there's anyone's watching who wants to get more involved, then please look at our website and register for an expression of interest as a coach. So we're still looking for a spot there. And with Angelo now taking on the under 11s this season, I'm sure his team will improve dramatically as well with his guidance. So looking forward to Angelo. He's very calm in nature and approach, and will definitely be well received by his team. So what do you think the football? What do you think a football manager wants our players to become coaches?
It's a good point. It's a very good question. I guess the main point behind not forcing the players, but encouraging the players to step into part-time coaching role is good for, I think, the development of stepping into juniors helps with understanding how difficult it is for the coaches to actually coach you.
Yes.
So then you kind of take a little bit of a self-reflection from when we go into senior training, I try and get the kids to do it in the juniors and it's difficult. And then in senior training, it's still the same kind of problem. But I think maybe
it's good for appreciation.
Yeah, and then also the players can only play for so long, so it's good to teach them that they can step into that management role and then coach for as long as they want to.
Absolutely.
But it seems like they find a lot of enjoyment. A lot of the kids or a lot of the players out there seem that they find a lot of enjoyment, and then obviously want to go into it naturally. It's not like they're pressured into it, which is good.
Yes, it's good. Marta will take care of the under-12s and the JC and JSL, who put together a very strong competition as well this season. Can you tell us a little bit about Marta?
Anyway, I'll put it on open table, but from what I know, I've only known Myra for a year, but a very intense guy, loud, but a very nice guy.
Yes.
I think warm-hearted would be a good word for him. You know, I think he'll be well with the under-12s because, you know, I don't think anybody's going to challenge him or, you know, I think he'll get a lot of discipline out of them. I don't know. Maybe the under-12s won't have a lot of fun this season. Maybe they're doing running laps too much.
So we go. And I think he's got his son in goals as well. So Joseph.
Good little keeper he is.
Absolutely. Lastly, our under-17s, coached by yourself and Godfrey. How do you think? What are your challenges ahead for this season?
I think a little bit of discipline at the start, because obviously having two coaches that are young, you know, and obviously being in the senior team, you need to establish some level of discipline and respect within the team.
Yes.
And then just setting the standards of what's expected of the players. If they want to, be starting or selected and whatnot, but then just kind of working out the group, because obviously under 17s it's a bit of a.
And you may have some of them being dropping down from under 18s as well, and so getting that, getting them gelling together as a team as well, and getting that team cohesion with them, building that. So,
but excited, looking forward to it, and looking forward to the challenge, and obviously getting the hands on the group and finding out, what kind of players you're working with, and then we'll go from there. But
great. So recap: our juniors and mini roos will train on a Tuesday night and a Thursday night here at our home ground at Atherstone Recreation Reserve. So look forward to them coming out next week and starting their pre-season training. So this week has seen the release of the fixtures for the upcoming season being made official by the FSA. So let's have a look at them. So everything kicks off on a Saturday with Bacala against Adelaide Victory, and there's some interesting games that have been released, which you guys are looking forward to most. John, have you had an opportunity to review your fixture yet?
Yeah, I think I've asked the boys in the 18s, and I think that they are most excited for Bacala. I think that we want to win against Bacala because we think that overall they're a pretty strong side. Yes. And it'd be a good win.
You played them as well strong last year as well. Okay, I guess the first round does kick off on Saturday the 18th of February. So we've got Adelaide Victory, Bacala versus Adelaide Victory, Fulham United versus Adelaide Croatia, Vipers against Para Hills, Eastern United play on the Saturday against Port Adelaide here at home, and then the Cobras kick off their season against Adelaide Blue Eagles. And then we do have a Monday fixture night as well, Cumberland versus Playford City. So and then I guess let's kick it off then with our fixtures. So the first game that we do play is Saturday the 18th of February. So it is Eastern United at home with a 5:30 kickoff against Port Adelaide. Will, how do you think we're going to go?
A result? Let's say 3-0. I reckon, 3-0 at home, first game, and obviously great to have our first home game. Actually, new club. So it's first. Obviously, we've had pre-season games here, but obviously first round to have home game against Port Adelaide is very nice. So it'll be a great game, and I say 3-0. But
let's see how we go.
Obviously, I'm biased.
Yeah, and then I guess the weekend after, guys, what are you thinking, John, from the 18s?
The 18s, Port Adelaide. I'm not sure how we're going to go, but I think overall the boys, the commitment that we're showing in training, I think that we're going to play well.
Great.
I think how we're looking so far, I think I'm confident that we'll get a win. Comfortably.
Perfect. And you both teams will play earlier in the lead up to the seniors kick-off. So then we move into next week, the weekend after, it is the Saturday the 25th of February, and we have Bacala. We're away there against Eastern United. We then move on Saturday the 4th of March. We're at Adelaide Victory. We're away again with Eastern. Saturday the 11th of March, we're back at home again. It's a Saturday afternoon PM fixture. We play at 5:30. We play against Playford. And then the last game there on of March is Vipers. We're away. And then we have Adelaide, we're back at home on Friday. We'll play our first Friday night game, the 31st of March, Eastern versus Adelaide Cobras, and that's a 7:30 kickoff, which will be nice under lights.
Yeah, Friday night game.
Friday night game, yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
And yeah, then we move forward to our April rounds already. So Saturday the 8th, we're away against Fulham. Saturday the 22nd of April, Eastern, we're back home again, 5:30 kickoff against Cumberland. Anzac Day, we're playing Anzac Day against Adelaide Croatians. We'll be at their ground on Anzac Day. Saturday the 29th of April, we'll play Blue Eagles, which will be nice. Eastern Suburbs rival there, crosstown rival. So we'll play Blue Eagles at their home ground, and then our first game of in May, Friday, we'll play a Friday night game at home again.
It's last game of the season.
Yeah, last round in the first round of May. The Friday the 5th of May, we're back home again playing Para Hills, so which will be nice. So we do have, so the majority of the games have been, we've got 3 Friday night home games, and then we've got plenty of Saturday night 5:30 kickoff games, which is a great opportunity for people to go and watch other games, and then come back to Eastern and play and watch Eastern play their game as well. 5:30 is a great kickoff time, at least gives the game, and then everybody can then enjoy their Saturday night as well. So which game are you most looking forward to with that first part of the fixture, Jenica?
I would say not only myself, but I think a couple of my teammates as well, Blue Eagles. I think last year we were unlucky to not get a win against them, and I think this year we're going to come out strong and play again.
Yeah, absolutely. Focus. Yeah, perfect. Well, what game are you guys looking forward to?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing Blue Eagles as well, because I think they've always been a good competitive side, and I always like playing against them. So
Yeah.
excited to see how good it is.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Costa. And Will, what do you think of this that first part of the fixture?
Yeah, not bad. I had a look at the printed off the fixtures and had a look at them and was, seeing what the lineup's kind of like and what other kind of runs teams have and how some clubs have got a nice soft opening, but other clubs have it more difficult. But I'd say the most exciting game that I'm looking forward to at the moment is the first one, because obviously it'll be here with the home fans and the home support, so it'll be nice to see all of us together in the home club and see kind of what atmosphere we can build here.
Create, yeah, the first official game of the season. Perfect. Thank you, everybody.
Nice.
Look forward to a successful first half of the season. Okay, so before the league actually starts season proper, we have the Australian Cup. So last year, we all remember, I'm proud of our season last year in the Australian Cup, so look forward to a successful season this year as well. So this is another game that we do need to win. It's very important that we keep on going, so no pressure there, Will. So last year we did make it to the semi-finals of the Federation Cup. We would just one win away to get into that national stage.
Yeah.
So close. So what does this, what does the Australian Cup mean to you, Will?
Well, it means a lot. And obviously, it's like great for gives the opportunity for the younger clubs to play against potentially A-League clubs and play against players that you watch on the TV, which is obviously a big achievement for players and why you kind of play the game. So, but obviously a big challenge. Obviously, last season how well we did kind of gives us a little bit of motivation and confidence to go in and have another good cup run. So we'll see how we go. We've done okay in the draw. I don't really know the team too well. I'm not sure if we've got any background information, but obviously the week leading up to the game we'll
I'm sure that the coaching
analyse
staff,
them and we'll find out what their strengths and weaknesses are.
Absolutely. Thank you. So what was the best moment of the last year's cup?
Oh, definitely, singing the song with Campbelltown, or with all our players at Campbelltown was the best.
And that support, it was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A night to remember. Okay, so now let's talk about the draw, and let's have a look at round 3 of the fixtures. So Para Hills, we have drawn, East United have drawn Para Hills East. There is also the Gawler Eagles against Bacala, Narracot, United against Adelaide Ammonia Cobras, Adelaide University. So there's a whole range against Pembroke Oak Scholars. So it's definitely a whole mix. Yeah, it's great that everyone gets an opportunity to definitely play in that Australian Cup. So maybe if we want to go down to Port Adelaide versus Vipers there, and we've got Playford City versus Adelaide Victory. Cove versus Northern Demons, Garland United versus Para Hills, and Mount Barker versus Adelaide University. So that just gives you an overview. There's some other games that get played in there as well. There are a number of teams as well that do have buys, and so our teams are 18s and 23s definitely don't play in that first game either, those first rounds. So how do you think, Will?
Para Wheels East, not a bad draw. What are they? Stake 2, so should be a good competition. Obviously, they'll be fired up for it, because they come up and play in the league above. So it'll be a good game. I see us winning, but obviously I'm confident in us. But we'll see what happens. But with the cup, if we go on and win this game, hopefully then the reserves and 18s then get to play in the next round, and we'll see who we get there.
Absolutely, perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Will. Now let's move on to this week's opponent, our next opponent, Metro Stars, who will field 3 very young sides across their 3 senior grades this week, as their first team is in Melbourne this week to face 2021 LPL Victoria champions Oakley Cannons. So Gianluca, how do you think the under-18s will go this week, and how much do you know about the team?
I think that, playing the under-16s, the Metro Stars under-16s, it is easy to go into the game thinking that we're going to win and it's going to be quite relaxed, but I know, and some of my teammates, all my teammates know that that's not the right mentality to have, and we will all bring our own game to the game, and I think that we can walk away with a
successful win on Saturday. Absolutely look forward to you guys achieving that. Let's hear what your coach had to say, and we conducted a video interview this week with Parley Jorde. So last week the under-18s came so close to securing the win. They were 1-1. What did you take away from last week's game?
Yeah, I think it was a good test, and we had a good run. We played some good football, and it was good.
Yeah, they were definitely, I think, very, very unlucky not to get that win, because they definitely dominated in that first half.
Yeah, in the trial games, I'm not worried about them win or lose, but it's all about how we play, what we're doing in training, can we implement that to the game, so that was the important part.
Yeah, absolutely. This week you do take on Metro Stars. It is a younger side, with their main team being away. How are you preparing the team for this week?
Whatever we worked in training, so we'll go and see if we can do the stuff that we worked in training, and just take it as a game.
Yeah. So this week you'll be looking to change your squad around a little bit, or you keep the same formation of players?
No, we're going to play the same formation, but change a couple of players' positioning, and that will give us a chance in the trial games to do that. So that's a great thing, and get ready for the first round. Yeah,
absolutely. So first round is kicking off in a couple of weeks' time on the 18th of February. So a couple of more weeks to prepare, and then getting ready for season proper. So look forward to seeing the under-18s perform well this week.
Yes, it'll be exciting to see them play again, and hopefully hope for the best.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, so Costa, moving to you, the under-23s. How do you think you guys will go against Metro Stars this week?
I think, Metro, of course, are a very strong side, and but I'm confident in our boys. I think we can definitely put up a fight and definitely come out with a result.
Yeah.
I think,
Great. Let's hear what your coach had to say this week when we spoke with Rob Sotelo. We're here with Rob, the under-23s coach. Last night you guys played. You had a good win against.
Yeah, it was a good game last night. Look, they're a quality side. They're in the same division as us, so it was good to play against a team same calibre. And we did. I must admit, we had a good, solid game from start to finish, which was good. So everyone performed really well, consistent in our performance, and we got a good result. We grinded it out.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's a great improvement from what happened last Saturday. It wasn't, I guess, an ideal scoreline, but I guess there's lots of learnings and development that you've done. So great to get a win last night as you move forward. This week you guys do play Metro Stars as well. Yep. It's a younger side again, with their other team being away. Yep. What are you how are you preparing for that game?
Yeah, look, obviously we're playing an NPL side, so we expect them to be a quality side. We've heard good things about them. Look, our squad is really prepared for it, and that was evident in last night's game. Like, everyone's really wanting to play.
Yes.
I think we'll grind out a good result. I think it'll be a positive result.
Hopefully.
But I do think we'll probably take away and get a good. I reckon we'll get a win, to be honest.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great. Look forward to seeing the guys out there. You guys kick off at 4:45.
Nice. Twilight
game. Absolutely. Anyone performing, starring?
Look,
showing some great signs.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of our players are really doing really well. Look, we've had a depleted squad because there've been a few players away.
Right.
and some of the players are getting rewarded. They're going to be playing in the first team this week, so that's going to be good for them. So, but yeah, look, we've still got a good, solid squad, and I think that if we keep performing the way we do, I think we'll have a very, very good year, to be honest. So,
perfect. Sounds good. Look forward to them getting a win on Saturday.
Definitely. I reckon it'll be 3-1 our way, to be honest.
Perfect. Thanks for your prediction. Now let's hear what our coach had to say this week, Will, as he prepares you guys for this weekend's match as well.
Sweet.
Now we take the opportunity to welcome Paula, our first team coach. How are you preparing for this week's game?
So this week game is going to be interesting because we are going to give the opportunity to the young players that haven't played too much, and also to the players that have come from injuries or we have tried to manage them during the season. Because we are going toward the end of the pre-season, and we want to give the opportunity to everyone, and also to reward the players that have stepped up from reserves. They have taken their chance with the opportunity when they have had the chance to play with the first team.
Great. You guys have come so close over the last night's game and then the weekend before as well. We've had some 1-1 results, and just little opportunities have just slipped slightly. How are you guys, how are you preparing the team to keep a stronger focus, I guess, in that final last 10 minutes or so?
Yeah, this is one thing that we need to work at. For 3 games in a row, we have been conceding in the last 10 minutes, let's say. So we need to focus more on this. It was also because we have made a lot of changes, because we didn't want to overload the players, because last few weeks it was a little bit intense. We have played every week 3 games in the week, so we was trying to give every player the time that they needed to play, not to overload them. And I think this has had an impact about conceding in the last 10 minutes. But from now on, we need to be more mindful and start preparing the team for the beginning of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. So the beginning of the season does kick off in a couple of weeks' time. We've got the Australia Cup before that though. The fixture was released this week. What do you know about our opponent?
So, what I know about our opponent is usually in the cup, the amateur team that have come, that they play Sunday or Saturday, they have been doing really good in the cup in the previous years. So I know it's not going to be an easy game. They are going to be 150% giving the pitch. So we need to go fully committed to that game and not take it easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Look forward to getting a good first win there, though. No pressure.
I think every player it's ready and is looking forward to start with the cup, and also in the season. They are all pumped and they can wait to start the season.
Yeah, great. Look forward to you guys kicking off on 7 o'clock against Metro Stars on Saturday night.
Yeah, like I said, this is probably the game that we are going to give the game time to the young players, because after this season, after this game, so we need to start preparing for the cup, and after the game time for the young players is going to be limited. So for this reason, we have decided to give the opportunity to young players this week. But I'm sure that everyone that's going to step in the pitch is going to give the 100%, and it's going to be a really good game. Yeah,
look forward to seeing the game on Saturday.
Thank you.
All the best. So what did you take Kylie's comments there, Will?
Nailed all the points, really. I don't want to go against my coach, but no, obviously he was very spot on with his analysis and how we've been performing, and what's been happening with the performances in the games, areas to improve on, and how we've been building throughout pre-season. And then obviously now that we've gone kind of like over the midway pre-season, obviously the massive focus is on the start of the season, and as we discussed all the rounds earlier, that the team is very focused and wants to achieve a lot this season. We've got high expectations of ourselves, so we'll see how we go, and obviously a massive kind of round coming up for the first game. Yeah, absolutely. And I guess it's about getting some balance right. You guys have been playing a lot of games as well. It's about getting that mix of balance right, preserving player energy and not having injuries at this point of the season as well. So there will be some opportunities there for looks exciting for the reserve players as well coming through and playing this week as well. So exciting for there. All right, so it's about a bit of fun time now, and we'll get to the results and the predictions of this week's. So here we are. So we do go back and we do look at last week's predictions. So definitely we're a little bit off the mark, Rick and I, back there for last week. So let's have a look and see how we went. So let's go. This weekend, our under 18s, how do you think we're going to go?
We'll win 2-1. Under 18s, Eastern United.
Okay, great. Okay, let's go with our, my prediction for the under 18s. Let's go 2-1 again as well with
Good work.
Good to you. Okay, under 23s. How do you think they're going to go?
23s. I'm going to go 2-0, Eastern United.
Okay, I'm going to go 1-0 to Eastern United. Okay, let's see what our halftime result for the first team. How do you think we're going to go into the change rooms?
I think we'll go in front 1-0.
Okay, great. Goal scorer at that point?
I'm going to go... I'm not sure if Tanasi's playing.
Oh, right. He's been not well this week, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to go with him.
Okay, great. I'll go 0-0 at half time.
Goal scorer? See if you're on your toes. And, okay, full time.
Full time. Then you go first.
I'm going to go 3-0. Eastern.
Right.
Yep.
And based on last week, during the week, we did score a few goals in our midweek game as well. Yeah, so never let that opportunity could present itself again. I'm going to go 2-0. Goal scorer is Rick. So you had Tanasi with one?
Tanasi, if he's playing, not sure. I'm going to go Ale. And
Corner kick had to come in.
Correct, yeah.
And Will?
And Will.
Great.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Okay, so all right, come on team, we're a little bit off our predictions again, so let's try and see if we can improve on those scores. Let's hear what you're predicting this week, Gianluca.
For the 18s, I predict a 2-1 victory.
2-1 victory.
2-1 victory.
Goal scorers?
Goal scorers, I would say. Oh, I'm not sure. That's a tough one.
Yourself?
I'm going to give you. Let's go you. A set piece, a corner kick with a header. And then another one.
I'll say Amadeo.
Okay, perfect, great. Let's move to the under 23s. What are you thinking this week with your scoreline?
I don't like to say this, but I think we're gonna. I hope our boys prove us wrong, but I think we're gonna lose 3-1.
Some reverse psychology there, Costa. So hopefully we can get that happening. Okay, all right. Let's hope we watch this back next week and we see a vastly different scoreline there. Okay, cool. Let's see what is our first team going to do.
I'll say 3-1.
Great.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Going into the change rooms at half time. We normally give a half time prediction.
Half time. I'll say 2-0.
Okay, great. That's good. Very optimistic. Liking it.
Yeah,
3 goal scorers there.
Yeah, I'll say Riak. Musa gets the third, maybe second half, and then maybe.
Come on, Will, you gonna finish something?
No. I'll get this. I'll get an assist. You know. Maybe Paulie. We'll say Paulie gets the second one.
Perfect. Great. We'll look forward to seeing that prediction come to fruition. Perfect. All right. So thank you, team. I really appreciate all of you guys being here with me this week. Rick, you're welcome back. I'm sure. Hopefully, you've got a great suntan there. But I really appreciate Gianluca you coming in on board and joining us. Costa, good luck with the under 23s, and then hopefully you get an opportunity as well to play up in the senior team as well. So look forward to seeing you there as well. Will, congratulations on your appointment to the coach of the under 17s. Look forward to seeing you and Soza out there guiding the boys. And look forward to you playing well this week as well. So thank you I appreciate all of you guys being with me. Again, we're here on Saturday. We're playing Metro Stars. The first game does kick off at 2:30. The under 23s kick off at 4:45, and our first team kicks off at 7 p.m. So everyone is definitely welcome. Thank you to our viewers, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.